heard that. That's the second time I've done that. I keep forgetting to turn my volume on. I don't know. I'm just getting used to all the things. So, hi, this is Kat Jones. Yeah, I just figured it out. Clout9. Thanks for letting me know. Can you hear me now? Is that a thing? Meow, 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 meow. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, Knowledge. How you doing? It's good to see you again. How are you doing this week? I feel like you had a big week, right? Kind of. Working now. Where are you working, Clout? So yeah, I'm excited to be here. This is really good. For those of you who don't know, I have Instagram over here. On Wednesdays, I do a big ass stream for everybody. Richard, hi. Oh, it's so good to see you. How are you? Good. I'm glad you're good. Remind me of your real name, Knowledge. I can't remember if you told me it or not. And if you want to stay anonymous, that's totally fine too. So, yay. It's good. I was just saying, even though no one could hear me except for Instagram, that I've really enjoyed reading and rapping language in through, like written language in through these streams. I think it's been really fun for me. But so I thought I'd bring one of my favorite poetry books into the stream today. So this is my favorite poetry book. It's called Naked Poetry. It was written in the 1960s. It's filled with poets from the Beat poetry movement in New York and California. Oh, good. You haven't told me. Well, I'm glad I didn't forget. And a lot of these are places where I get inspiration for my lyrics. And so I thought I would share some of those pieces. One of my favorite poets of all time is in this book. His name is Walden Keyes, and I love him. And yeah, so we're doing the things. We're drinking the tea. Now it doesn't have whiskey in it. So, as you guys know, feel free to comment. Feel free to ask questions during the stream. I love answering questions, and it gives my voice like a little bit of a break. And I sing very hard. So breaks are glorious. All right. This is my second big ass stream, I think. I can't remember. I think so. Sounds right. Your birth name is Stacy. It's nice to meet you, Stacy. Thank you. I feel privileged to know that information. I assume that means you have a nickname that might be more common. Besides Knowledge El-Shabazz. My most common nickname is Kat. I was born Catherine Jones. My mom spelled it wrong because I was actually named after Katharine Hepburn. So my name's spelled with a C, which I think is the most uninteresting letter of all time. It's a throat coat tea, Alan. Eric is here. What's up, Eric? I'm also at Twitch if you want to hang out with us over there. Dun, 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 dun. I voted today. It was so awesome. And then I accidentally supported a racist coalition. I didn't know. Whoops. I signed not in my vote. I didn't support anyone with my vote from a racist coalition. I should definitely say that. But there were people outside taking, signatures for things, and I just signed a a memorandum to support Nashville schools, which are in crisis right now. And then there was one to have a recall vote of our mayor. And I have to say that I haven't quite loved the way he's been mayoring is an understatement. And so I was like, yeah, I'll sign that. And then I told some friends what I had done, and they were like, that is not a legitimate thing. So apparently it was some kind of crazy, I don't want to go into it. I did a bad thing by accident. That's what happened. That's the long and the short of it. That's beautiful. I love that knowledge. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Who is here that knows my dad's nickname for me? Oh my gosh. Is that David Chang? You're not awake yet, are you? That's not David Chang. I don't know who that is. I voted in person too. We just started our early voting today. It was very exciting. I was really excited about it until I realized I had done a bad thing. Oh, is it Aaron? Or is it Evan? I'm guessing it's Aaron. But it could be Evan. One of my brothers is here, which is awesome. Hey, Colin, how are you? Well, welcome. Welcome to my family members who are present. It's nice to see you. Oh, that's beautiful. My brother just gave me a thumbs up. Here we go. friends. Thank you, Clout9. Thank you, Knowledge. Who did I see that tried to give me a kiss? SN or Snart? Snarheart? Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Colin, how are you doing today? I feel more mentally prepared for this today than I was on Monday. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love to play. For those of you who don't know, my name is Kat Jones. I'm here to guide you through the apocalypse. I write around themes of trauma with the intention of giving people hope and new life and opportunities to reframe their experiences so that they can move towards recovery. Or at least feel seen, you know? And I also build out immersive artistic experiences with that in mind as well. Come on there. Come on, E. Give me an E. There we go. Thank you, Clout. I appreciate it. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Welcome. It's a busy Wednesday night on Instagram. All right. Boom, boom. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but I love the way that the sound of the guitar decays when I hit that last note. It like falls out of tune with itself, and it's one of my favorite things in the whole world. Thank you guys. Thank you, Knowledge. So you don't know how you should get yet, like should you cry or be happy? That song's a little bit mixed. That song is about me coming to terms with some shortfalls in my own life, that like dreams that I had that I realized if they came to pass wouldn't come to pass in the way that I hoped they would, or that it would be like a literal miracle. Thank you, Knowledge. It sounds awesome. I can hear. I appreciate that. It sounds really nice. We can tell you feel that song. Thank you so much, Cloud9. I do feel that song. I feel all the songs that I play. You should feel so emo, Knowledge. I used to tour with a lot of emo bands. Johnny, welcome. How are you? It's good to see you. We're also over at Twitch. It probably sounds better over there. You tell me. We've been working so hard on this. Alan, you love this song. Thank you so much. What's it called? It's called Sometimes, which is the first word in the song. As in like sometimes I'm feeling melancholic. It's not recorded yet, but I'm working on it. I have a couple of producers I want to bring it to. You're a drummer, Knowledge. Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really, really cool. Drums are my favorite instrument by like a lot. My last drummer, her name was Megan, and she's the most incredible drummer I've ever worked with long term. Really, 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 really amazing. And she just started teaching drums, and I've been trying to send my friends in her direction because she's so incredible. All right. Let's get some more tea in here. If you know my music and you have a request, feel free to make it. If there's a cover that you'd like to hear me play, feel free to request that. And I've been doing some research and learning some new songs. So feel free to request songs as well that I did not write. Drummers are mad chill. I agree, Knowledge. Totally. I love drummers. Drummers are like mostly like a lot of my favorite people. A lot of my favorite people. Knowledge, you said on Monday that you were celebrating Indigenous Peoples Day, right? Did it go well for you? Did you have any like special moments that you feel like talking about? This is a consent only channel. Johnny, it's good to hear and see, or I can't hear you, but it's good to see you again as well. I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate it. I'm learning about this whole streaming thing. I've been working on it really hard. I'm usually on tour this time of year. Or working on, this is like my busy season for making art and building out installations too. So I've been trying to figure out how to continue to be productive and not just feel overwhelmed by the apocalypse or our present apocalypse. Let's read some poetry. For those of you who don't know, this is my favorite poetry book of all time. Well, one of my favorite poetry books of all time. There we go. Naked Poetry. Bum, bum, bum. You do have, yeah, drummers do have a hard time in a band. It is really tough. And I have to say that I'm working on this, but in the past I've been like a little bit of a taskmaster towards my drummers. Because like I feel like drums define the song in like really unspeakable ways that a lot of drummers don't know how to do. Like they can really drive the narrative of the music. I try to approach music from a perspective of no note that I'm playing is wasted. I didn't write it, but this is my favorite book, Naked Poetry. I'm going to read a poem. It's by many different authors. But the drums are really special in that it lays the groundwork for, I feel like, the thinking of the rest of the band. And a lot of drummers, not all of them, but many drummers sort of approach it like, well, I'm just here to like lay down the beat, right? But like really you're in charge of the narrative of the story. And so it's amazing to collaborate with a drummer when it really, really works, because I can say like, so we're walking into like the Dust Bowl, and minutes before it starts to cross over the land and darken the land, there's like one bright moment where you see the sun, and it's kind of bittersweet because you're not gonna see it for a while, and that this dust is gonna potentially kill people that you care about. What is it in that one moment where you see the sun? How does that feel? And I can give that direction to some drummers, and then we can walk through that song as a team. And I just feel like those moments when it really works is super, 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 super special. I'm a very like narrative musical director. It drives my bands crazy. But I just like want every moment, even silence, to be filled with meaning, so that it's like a rush of emotions, a little bit harder to do by myself, but I do what I can, Yeah, you do have to feel the music. Absolutely. That's awesome that you have many rhythm instruments. I love that. Sometimes a shaker is all you need for a beat. Yeah, 100%. That's so true. So true. Colin, do I have time for Those Expensive Eyes? You got it. Of course. I'm happy to play that for you. Anything for you, Colin. You're one of my most staunch supporters, and I appreciate you. All right. Ooh. Interesting. Sometimes I also so I have lots of marginalia in these books, meaning that I like write thoughts that I'm thinking in the margins, or like words that the inspiration that I'm getting from the poetry in real time. And a lot of the time it's garbage, so I'm not going to bother reading that to you. I am going to read a poem by Kenneth Rexroth to you. He's one of my favorite poets. It's the 1960s. This book is very old. It smells like vanilla. So this is called Moon Festival. The autumn constellations begin to rise. This brilliant moonlight shines on the crowds. The moon toad swims in the river and does not drown. The moon rabbit pounds the bitter herbs of the elixir of eternal life. His drug only makes my heart more bitter. The silver brilliance only makes my hair more white. I know that the country is overrun with war. The moonlight means nothing to the soldiers camped in the western deserts. My favorite poem of his is a haiku. And I love this so much. I actually have read it so many times that I will recite it in my head occasionally. This is called The Willow. My neighbor's willow sways its frail branches, graceful as a girl of 15. I am sad because this morning the violent wind broke its longest bough. I feel a wind since deep within. Jasmine in bloom, since I think of you. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. Birds in the trees since shifting of leaves, silence. I'm wide awake. Jason and Kevin. Hey guys. How are you? It's good to see you. Let's see here. Meow, meow, meow. I'll save some electric songs for later, maybe. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's your hold music. Samuel Rocha. It's good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? How's San Francisco? You survived the fires. I am grateful for that. And thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate you, senor. High five, knowledge. Thank you so much. Come on, Mike. Oh, nice. This is your hold music, your hold music. Good Lord. Samuel, you're enjoying my music under clear skies. Oh, that's so nice. I'm so glad. We have some very glorious cool weather here happening right now. Fall is like in full swing. Walking the dog has been amazing. It's been like every single day the leaves are more and more and more yellow, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna start taking pictures of it soon because like they're just starting to peek out, and I think tomorrow it's gonna be like fall. So happy. And it's not like, you know, in the Northwest, I feel like once fall hits, because it's so moist up there, the leaves just stick around forever, you know? And so here, once all of those colors happen, it takes about, I don't know, a few minutes, and then it all disappears. Sweater weather, I know. Yay, Richard. Knowledge, I don't know While My Guitar Gently Weeps, but I will put it on the list of things that I am going to see if I can or should attempt. There are very high standards for me doing cover songs. So if I Sup Toto, how you doing? Virginia does have a lot of humidity, so you guys get beautiful, beautiful, beautiful leaves all the time. And Richard, yeah, I just pulled my sweaters out, and they went through the washer because I always put them in a Tupperware bin, so when I pull them out, they always smell like plastic. Am I the only one that has that weird problem? Yeah, Virginia's gorgeous. And I was thinking about it. My brother went to UVA in Charlottesville. I remembered. It was a long time ago. I was at that graduation 14 years ago. All right. es perfecto, sí. You put dryer sheets in your bins. That's a really great idea. All right. We're going to do a song called Those Expensive Eyes. This is on a record that I released. This is for Colin, and it's on a record I released called La Rosa La Calavera. Carry the weight, oh, with you. I can't stay to wipe with you. Look at me with those expensive eyes, and I can see someone you did not know better than I did. Someone you did not know better than I did. Better than I did. You and me once a week. Carried on so quietly. No one knew you better than I did. No one knew you better than I did. Better than I did. The clicking of the clock, the ticking of the time. Baby, it don't stop. Baby, it don't stop. Baby, it don't stop. Baby, it don't stop. No one took the news better than I did. No one took the news better than I did. Better than I did. Better than I did. That song is about a good friend of mine. Todd, I almost laughed during your Pricey Eyes Kick It comment and stumbled on my language. Hola, Crayon Papi. ¿Cómo está? I haven't seen you in a really long time. It's so good to see you. I love you. I miss you. Todd, thank you so much. Let's see. Anyone is allowed to ask questions. I am happy to answer them, and also happy to respond to your thoughts. It helps my voice to get a little bit of a break during these like 2-hour slogs, and I appreciate that break very much. I can tell you about the last art installation I did. I don't tell people about it very much because it is a crazy experience. But last year, this time of year, I was in Portland, Oregon, and I was there because I had done an art installation in July Todd, that's a funny question. I'll answer it in a second. I did an art installation in July that was inside of a dome. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're like an emerging art space that's basically like a round dome around your head, kind of like a one of those science domes. Oh, knowledge! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And what happened basically was that we developed this piece that's centered around the journey of a friend of mine who I met on this weekend. That is a former NASA scientist. She spent a ton of time staring up at the sky and like imagining what was present and what was available. And so she went into maths and sciences and became a physicist. She got really discouraged while she was at NASA because planetarium, that's the word. But domes it can still have the like 360 cinematographic quality to it. But a lot of the time, there are some organizations that do kind of like hacky versions of it that are what most planetariums run. Like, oh, listen to the wall with like full, like get wasted before you come into the planetarium and watch a whole thing of Pink Floyd's Wall, and trip balls during the whole thing. So we, in 3 days, created a 15-minute piece that was fully illustrated. We had aerial dancers in the dome, and then my friend Susie Luna Green, who's also an amazing musician from Florida, played a set of music. And then the remaining period of time, I performed a impromptu piece that was basically a response of what I was looking at. Because every single time it was performed, it was completely different. And it was incredible. And I also, so there are these things called Mimu gloves, and my friend who is the scientist helped Imogen Heap to create these like spatial gloves that they work kind of like a guitar pedals, like multiple pedals, but you can, each movement of your finger basically can trigger different sounds and frequencies, and you can not only like move sound around the room or change the tone of your guitar or play piano with your hands without your pianos touching the keyboard, but you can also like manipulate like the reverb on a voice or do things like that. And so I had a conductor behind me while I was performing who was doing these gestures to increase these delay modules and reverb on my voice, and then basically manipulating my voice while I was singing. It was very cool. And then because of joining that project, I got asked by this scientist to join another project that was also in partnership with NASA and SpaceX to help sonify the universe for 6 to 8 weeks in Portland, Oregon. And it was very intense. There were 8 other artists on the team. It was incredible. It was incredible. There were 8 other artists on the team. We did not get a lot done because we didn't have a project manager, and everyone was like thinking crazy, super exciting. What are we going to do with this project? And then we had basically an exhibition of ideas that we had during the residency, at the end of the residency, to help move forward this new project called Concordia, which is basically using Kepler's science around the universe to sonify the universe. It was incredible. It was really, 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 really fun. And then I came home and the pandemic started, and and I watched Space Force. That is what happened. I did watch Space Force. Also, that stuff about the Earth and China being on a race to the moon so that they can mine helium and platinum from the moon, that's real. It was very intense learning about this stuff from Moon Express is the SpaceX company that was part of the project. And so I'm basically talking to this billionaire named Bob Richards about what Elon Musk is planning on doing to the moon, which was not exciting. And so, yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. You're watching from Courthouse Square in Texas? What are you doing over there, John? That's cool. Tell me. I'm so interested. Elon Musk is the guy that owns Tesla. He owns SpaceX and Moon Express and a whole bunch of other companies. He's a billionaire. He's the guy that's going to move to start the process of Earth populating the moon, except it's going to be mostly rich dudes. That's what's going to go down there. The shampoo update. What do I use? I use a shea butter shampoo. I have very thick, coarse, confused hair. And so I have to use something that will drench it with moisture in order to be able to do anything with it at all. You know who he is. I figured, but I don't want to assume, and I don't want to talk down to you or make you feel bad because I laugh at you because I've done that before, because I assume that you're in on the joke as well. And I will tell you a story about that after this song. I wrote this about a boy at the beginning of all the things. I had told someone that I had feelings for them, and they responded with, I mean, you're attractive, which is not the same as having feelings, right? We can all agree about that. Thank you, Colin. Colin says I have beautiful hair. That's nice. I appreciate you. Please laugh at you or with you, either way. Okay, I will remember that, Todd. All right, let's sing a song. Oh, also, I've set a precedent for myself to be the first person that makes a move in a relationship, and it always ends in no relationship happening at all. Ding! So, I got no game. Yeah, it doesn't go well. That's not a thing.
I lose myself in your laugh, crooked branches in my way. They block my way to you.
Todd, I owe you a high five and a low five. And that kind of looks like I'm an innuendo. I apologize. Thank you, Moxie. Välkommen. It's good to see you again. I see you, Taylor fan 1313. Hey, hey. How you doing? You feeling better after work? Ooh, I got a text. Did anyone hear that? When do you want to download Thoughts About Brain Stuff? That's another installation I'm working on. Oh, okay. So a time that I... You're welcome, Todd. You are welcome. Trevor, I did not play Dear Apocalypse yet. It did not happen. But I shall for you. So a time that I laughed at someone and it was definitely taken as an insult is I was on stage at a music festival. It was one of the first music festivals that I've ever played. And someone, this is the only time this has happened to me, by the way, someone rushed the stage at the end of the festival and came up to me and was like, I'm going to do a very terrible Spanish accent now. Please forgive me. But he comes up to me and he's like, hello, my name is David. And I was like, hi, David. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. You know, like, where did you come here from? And he says, I come from Spain. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you're in the country from Spain right now? And he's like, yes. And his friend behind him looks at me and says, he flew here just to see you. This was a very short interaction, I'm ashamed to say. He says, he flew here just to see you. He's a huge fan. And I said, you guys are full of shit. That's funny. And I got up and I walked away. And then I was in my van later with my tour manager about 3 or 4 hours later. And I was like, David wasn't kidding, was he? She's like, no, you just laughed at someone who flew thousands of miles to come and see you. And, bing. I'm an asshole. I feel like I probably broke that guy's heart. I didn't mean to cancel him. Do I have to love having an iPhone? Is that what we have to do? So yeah, sorry. You could hear that, couldn't you? It's because it's connected in my guy and I don't know how to turn it off. Bing, 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 bing. Same default settings. Are you trying to teach me something right now? I'm confused. You would have the same thing. Good knowledge. I'm glad I'm not the only one who would have done the same thing. Todd, that guy probably sold all his TVs and moved to Mozambique. I felt so terrible. I'm not going to lie. Is that Lou Reed behind me? Maybe I should make that Lou Reed. I needed this wall to not just be empty space, so I put a painting up, but it used to be Morrissey. Maybe Lou Reed is a good choice. This is my poster of Lou Reed. Not poster. It's a painting a friend made for me in exchange for singing on his record, and then he never cashed in on that. Whoop! I keep bumping into my microphone. Hey, that's the breaks. It is the breaks, as it were. So, I have a song called Dear Apocalypse. We can play it now. It's a little punk rock ditty that I love. And I was thinking the other day about getting a neon light back here, but the ones that I've seen in the background of other streams are really cheesy, right? I know. It's beautiful. I'm very grateful for it. It's really cool. And it looks more like Lou Reed than Morrissey, then it's Lou Reed from now on. From now on. Deal. I'm gonna ingrain that into my mind. That's what's gonna happen. So I was thinking about getting like this neon, like a large neon light right here. And a lot of people have like, I love you and, you know, stuff like that. Is it a Valentine or a goodbye letter, dear Apocalypse? It's a please eat shit and die letter. Does that make it a love letter then, Todd? I wrote Dear Apocalypse after the flood in Nashville in 2010 as a response on behalf of the city. So anyway, I was thinking about getting a giant neon light back here that says, "Our accusers will stand small." Huh? Does it sound stupid? It's a line from the song. I need a stage manager who will tune my guitar for me and then like walk up and hand it to me. That'd be funny. There you go. Elliot, it is not. It is normal tuning. Normal. Good old E, A, D, G, B, and E. John, you think my braid? There's just one braid. Because that's happening over here, right? You know this. But thank you. Thank you for saying that my braid is epic, John. All right. Here we go. accusers will stand some more. Todd is trying to decide how to spell the word pique, as in pique your interest. And I do believe, although I see the logic behind Pique, I think it's probably P-E. P-E-A-K? I'm not sure. Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate you. Todd says, Dear Apocalypse, I'm sleeping with your sister. She's a disaster in the making. At the beginning of that sentence, I was expecting not to like that joke, but that is funny. Thank you, Knowledge. I appreciate you. I love having you here. It's nice to remotely get to know you. Let's see. Hi, Rich. How are you doing? Thank you, Todd. I'm glad you liked the song. That means a lot to me. All right. What do we have in here? I think we'll do one called Without a Sound. We'll slow the shit down. Slow the shit down, man. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love the ultra streams because everyone getting to interact with each other down here is really awesome. My finger isn't pointing at the thing that I can see that way. Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. You're one of those artists that I would love to play for someday. You're so different. Oh man, that would be awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you should send me some of your band stuff. You can do that. Which email is connected at Cat Jones Music? I have no idea. But you should send me some links at catjonesmusic.com. All right, this is Without a Sound. This place we've gone home. Taking our loved ones, leaving the things we own. Sat up on the hillside, watched the city burn down without a sound, without a sound.
without a sound. Lay down, sweet soldier, it's time to get some rest. Untie these burdens, strap tight against your chest. We'll lay up on the hillside, watch the city burn down without a sound, without a sound. Without a sound. Pull me apart, apart. It's our finest art. This breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart. Night I saw it, a miracle before my eyes. And birds and sparrows took to the sky and fly. And I stood up on the hillside and watched this whole town burn to the ground without a sound. Without a sound. Todd says, I must trade my hours for more. Thanks for the music, best. Thank you, Todd, if you're still here. I hope that you have a lovely evening. I think that means you're leaving. Knowledge, I can't help but play my drum or one of them. Yeah, I'm going to have to find you on the internet. Please do. Please find me on the internet. I long to be found. All right. Should we do another poem? Let's
listen to some poetry by Weldon Keys, who is one of my all-time favorite artists. And then maybe I'll sing you a spooky ass song by Sylvia Plath. And we'll go into or not spooky, song by like poem. A spooky poem. Danning, is that the name of a poet that I haven't heard of and probably should have? Let me see if they're in here. We have, I'll let you know who we have. You did find me on Twitter. Good. I don't tweet. The tweets you will find from me are very disappointing, I think, just because I don't do it very much. All right, so we have Kenneth Rexroth, Theodore Roethke, Kenneth Patchen, William Stafford, lots of white guys. Weldon Keys, John Berryman, Robert Lowell, Denise Levertov, who is awesome, Robert Bly, Robert Creeley, also love him, Allen Ginsberg, Galloway Kinnell, who I've never read actually, W.S. Merwin, James Wright, Phil Levine, one of my favorite poets of all time, Sylvia Plath, Gary Snyder, Stephen Berg, and Robert Mezzi. Yeah. So, the poetry scene of the 60s was very male-driven. One of my favorite poets is also, I'll go into that later. I have plenty of time to read poetry to you. All right, Weldon Keys. Weldon Keys had a very interesting life. He used to play jazz in San Francisco and used to joke around about jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge and ending his life. And then one day he disappeared. Taylor, thank you for giving me love over on Twitch. I appreciate you. I edited one of those video thingies for the first time. I wanted there to be a larger edit that I could make than 60 seconds. Is that a thing? Can I do that? Is that real? All right. Ooh, what do I want to play? Crime Club. Play. Read. I'm reading right now. I know I typed that wrong. I work for a West African live drumming and dance company. Oh, wow. Knowledge, that's really cool. Oh, that's incredible. I frequently tear up when I'm watching African dance. It's very overwhelming. I mean, in a beautiful way. Like, the movement is so emotionally driven. It's incredible. Good for you. I'm so glad that that's a regular part of your life. I wish it was a regular part of mine. That is incredible. Oh, did I call you Taylor, Trevor? It's because I read your name and then you know what happened. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool. You go live every Monday night? Do you do it on Periscope? Trevor, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, if you do that on Periscope, I want to see this. Incredible. I want to be part of that. It's made you a better drummer. I'm sure it has. Yeah, and I'm sure that if there are other drummers present, that they're constantly pushing you. That's amazing. Cool. Please send me a message and let me know when. Not on Twitter, please. I won't ever get it. You can send it on Twitter. I'll check my Twitter just for you. Oh man, yeah, I definitely want to see that. 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, That's so awesome. That's 6 p.m. my time. And then I think I start my stream at 8 on Mondays, 9 on Wednesdays, and then 1 on Friday over at Twitch, and 1 on Saturday over at Twitch. So feel free to join me, people. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I haven't followed you back, Trevor. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Kev, hi, how are you doing? It's hard to hear me. Is anyone else having trouble hearing me? Neil, your dog goes live more than you do. That is hilarious. No one else has complained about sound. Is this Camilo Collabor? Collabor. Hi, how are you? It's good to see you guys. I love it. It's so good. Yay. All right. Poetry time, and then I will sing another punk song. Sound good? All right. This is called Crime Club by one of my favorite poets, Weldon Keys. No butler, no second maid, no blood upon the stair, no eccentric aunt, no gardener, no family friend, smiling among the bric-a-brac and murder. Only a suburban house with the front door open and a dog barking at a squirrel, and the cars passing. The corpse, quite dead, the wife in Florida. Consider the clues. The potato masher in a vase, the torn photograph of a Wesleyan basketball team, scattered with check stubs in the hall, the unsent fan letter to Shirley Temple, the Hoover button on the lapel of the deceased, the note, "To be killed this way is quite all right with me." Small wonder that the case remains unsolved, or that the sleuth Leroux is now incurably insane and sits alone in a white room in a white gown, screaming that all the world is mad, that clues lead nowhere, or to walls so high their tops cannot be seen, screaming all day of war, screaming that nothing can be solved. John, you say I'm way quiet? Can you turn your volume up? Is that a thing? Other people are saying that they can hear me well. And I'm getting close to maxing out my volume over here. I'll turn it up a little. How's that? Is that better? Knowledge isn't having trouble hearing me. Woo! I dropped my pick. And I will re-listen to the Facebook feed. Maybe it is starting to smoosh me again. Even though I thought Rich says, hear you perfect. That's how I feel. Nothing can be solved. Indeed. No full blast. Yes, better. Okay, good. And there's like a hair width of sweet spot with OBS I'm discovering. Facebook audio is good. All right, well, who knows? 10 mile per hour road noise. Only the very first I couldn't hear you. Interesting. Okay. Let's do Blood Under the Redwood, shall we? So I wrote this song to draw attention to women who are disappeared all over the world. That's sort of obviously you see it with like child kidnappings. We have an Amber Alert present in Tennessee right now. But the same thing happens to women and adults. If just tend not to get reported in the same way. But the same thing happens to little girls. Like you had the girls of Chibok in Africa, who 122 of them were kidnapped. How long ago was that? Geez, 6 years ago? That's so crazy. Is that right? Or was it 240 of them? A lot of girls were kidnapped at one time. And the government decided to basically not search for them. I think 120 of them were returned, and the rest of them were kept, supposedly having been murdered or being forced to become child brides. You have issues happening in Turkey right now where women are being kidnapped and their bodies are being found bludgeoned to death in forests. A lot of them are just being disappeared. The same thing happens in the U.S. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do was to cast a light on that using a allegory about a woman being killed by her lover in the forest. It's loosely based on the Lacey and John Peterson case, which happened in my hometown quite a while ago. Taylor says, might have a solution to the supposed low volume. I'll text you after he investigates. Great. That sounds lovely. And yeah, they didn't do anything to find those girls. It was nuts. So, really trying to draw attention to the fact that that is a thing. And so I wrote this song, and at the very end of the song, there'll be a part where you'll know her spirit's basically cycling through the trees, and she's realized the full weight of what has happened, and she's basically crying out against her murderer. So this is called Blood Under the Redwoods.
Soaking to the ground. My throat has been cut so you won't hear a sound. Here's where my lover he led me today. Here's where he told me there is no other way. Yeah, it's a sad song. She dies in the forest. Meow. Pregnant lady dies in a forest. Thank you so much, Rich. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Knowledge. Thank you, Neil. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super hearts also. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for all the just general hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Is that a flower pot coffee cup? It kind of looks like one, doesn't it? I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad song. It's very intense to play. All right. Oh, I just bobbed my back. That was amazing. Let's see. I think we have time for one more. I agree. Some of the best songs are sad, Trevor. Totally agree. What do I want to play? I feel like playing something soft, but none of my soft songs are coming into my head. And my song sheet is missing. Oh, I know. I got it. Okay. All right. Save a Life by The Fray is a good example. Oh, that's absolutely true. That'd be a good one to cover too. It's intense to listen to, but I love it. Thank you so much, Knowledge. I really appreciate that. So, this last song, you can find it on Spotify. You can find Blood Under the Redwoods on Spotify also. And Dear Apocalypse. All the things. They wrote the song about a fan that had cancer. Ugh, that's so sad. Ugh. So sad. All right. And I love this song on the record. This is one of my favorite songs on that record. That record is called We Are Warm Young Blood. And it's my Corona record. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. Man, yeah. So you can go listen to that, especially if you need help getting through the apocalypse and you need someone to side with you. I am here in recorded form, present, and excited to donate words and music. You were mistaken. So what is the song about? Lena, according to the lead singer Isaac Slade, the song was composed and influenced by his experience while working as a mentor at a camp for troubled teenagers. One of the youngsters I was paired up with was a musician. Here I was, a protected subordinate, and he was just 17 and he had all of these problems and no one could write a manual on how to save him. Oh, that's really awesome. Yeah, When the World Ends, come on over to Spotify. Alright. Let's get into it. This will be my last song. It is called Molasses. And I wrote this song while I was house sitting for a friend at the beginning of a pretty long season of homelessness. And it was my first or second day of being unhoused. And I was in her kitchen, and the walls, she had like those wood paneling walls, and there was
sap or molasses coming out of the walls, and the house was 70 years old. So there shouldn't have been anything coming out of the wall. And I was like, that's fucked up. The situation I'm in is fucked up. And so that's what this song is about. I think this is a very hopeful song, but it's just a opportunity to process what was going on. This is the end of what's written on the board. Black ink scratching history on on the board. These are my hands stitching my heart to my sleeves. You advised I know still I can't ignore stitching my heart to my sleeve. Yeah, these are my own hands, stitching my heart to my sleeve. Yeah, these are my own hands, stitching my heart to my I am on Spotify, to answer your question. It is, oh my gosh, something crazy just happened. Hold on, guys. Oh my gosh. One of my friends said something funny about Scarlett Johansson, but I thought, because I just saw the tweet or the text out of the corner of my eye, I thought she was saying that her body had been dismembered and that they had just found her. And I was like, what? But it is just a thought that my friend says that Scarlett Johansson's body, head, eyes, and lips and everything looks like she was built using only parentheses. And I have no idea what that's related to. So yeah, on Spotify, I am just under Cat Jones. There's a yellow, my logo, my head is in yellow there, and I have a pump sticking up like this. And I'm holding a fan. Oh, that was the wrong way. Woof, woof, woof. So yeah, so crazy. Twiggy Starfire. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, the record, if you need to look for that, with the Prophets, is called We Are Warm Young Blood on Spotify. And then I have another record over there called La Rosa, La Calavera, and that is on Spotify as well. It's not with the Prophets, but it's produced by my friend Richard Swift and Frank Lenz, and another one of my favorite drummers in the world, Frank, plays on that record, and it's I like it. Cat needs a link tree. Cat has a link tree. It's listed in my it's listed on my Twitch. It's right there. If you look at my links, go look at my links. The image for me is flipped, so I keep getting left and right confused. It's totally there on Twitch. It's totally there. What is it? Is it linktrip.e / Cat Jones Music? So yeah, I am there. It's a thing. I also have a Patreon. The Patreon is located at patreon.com / Cat Jones and the Prophets. If you feel like supporting me, that's dope. If you can't right now, that's totally understandable. And if you don't want to, I understand that as well. We're all about consent here. I can actually flip the camera, but I think it might be reversed for us. Yeah, it is reversed for you then. Yes, correct. You see it as it is in the moment. The only thing that annoys me about it is that no one can see me playing the guitar. Guess I can move this thingy. I can move this guy this way. Meow, 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 meow. But that seems a little bit like, I don't know, strange looking to have it on the left side. But now you can see me play. Please check me out on Spotify. I would love that. Please add me on Twitch. That would be amazing. That is at twitch.tv / Cat Jones. And I'm doing Twitch only streams on Fridays and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So we're going to do some live rehearsals in the beginning of me learning some cover songs, and then get some covers happening in the world. And I'm really looking forward to it. You can't find the Spotify album. Are you spelling my name with a K? Are you spelling it correctly? It's right there. We are warm, young blood. I'll send you a link later. It's cool. I don't know why you can't. Maybe they just started using like weird algorithms or something. Yes, please play drums on my music like Animal from the Muppets. That sounds awesome. You found my profile, but not on my music. Well, I have an artist profile. So are you looking under, instead of just searching Spotify in general, search under artist name and write Cat Jones. I should be right there. Yeah, you will find me. Knowledge. You will. I have faith in you. Yay. Cool, guys. Does anyone have any questions before I sign off? Weird algorithms. Indeed. John Wilkes kissing booths. Let me see if I can find it on the desktop version. Sometimes mobile is dumb. Yeah, sometimes mobile is dumb. Yay! Yeah, if anyone has any other questions, we can go over those real quick. Meow, 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 meow. Otherwise, we can sign off. John Wilson, thank you. I love you. I miss you. I hope you're doing good. You just made it in from molasses. Oh, thank you so much, Knowledge. I appreciate it. Spectral Bonsai, I love your name. And you know that I know who you are. I'm going to see you tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. When are you on Periscope usually? So I do a big stream of like all the things, including Instagram, on every Wednesday at 9 p.m. And then I'm doing Periscope and Twitch only on Mondays at 8 p.m. And then just Twitch on Friday and Saturday at 1 p.m. On Halloween, I will be streaming at 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. If you want to join me. And I'm trying to think of like some fun things we can do together. So that'll be really fun. Trevor, I believe you. I believe you. I'll send you a link as soon as I get off, and you'll be like, oh, there she is. She exists. Yeah, and I'm over on Twitter if you want to follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet very much, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I should raise that game, but I'm genuinely trying to get off the social media swipe thing. So I've been working really, really, really hard at that. Hollow Stream. I love you. That's awesome. That is so awesome, Scott. That's cool. I'm not doing anything on Halloween. Yeah, I thought I would wait to do it at 9:00 because I'll probably be giving out candy before that. I bought Reese's. This is my first time of actually giving out candy at not my mom's house for Halloween. Super rad. Yay! Okay. I just officially got winded. So I'm going to let this go. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for interacting with this stream. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. And yes, Hollow Stream is happening on Halloween. Yeah, I'm going to play it up real big. So I'm excited about it. And I will see you guys then. Yay. Whose idea was that? That was my friend. Scott Kinman, who is over at Twitch under Spectral Bonsai. Yeah, I've had a really good time. Yay! Yeah, I love Auburn. She's great. If you guys don't know, our friend Auburn, what is she? Just Auburn Music, right? Is that right? On Twitch? I'm trying to promote her page. I'm doing a literally terrible job. I'm completely dependent on Trevor for real knowledge. I'm dying. I think I just swallowed a dust bunny. Yeah, Trevor is awesome. My friend Allie was on her show. Oh, that's awesome. Tonight? That's great. Auburn Music. Yeah, she's great. She's so lovely. She's really helped me to, and Trevor has really helped me to understand all the streaming things in this world. So, awesome, guys. I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Knowledge, maybe I'll see you on Monday at your but your awesome Periscope stream. And I'll be on after you perform if you feel like stopping by. Trevor, Kev gets it. He knows what's up. All right. Bye, guys. See you guys later.